My name is Jonas Yoder and this is my wife. We are Old Order Amish and live in the state of Wisconsin. We want to raise our children Amish and believe that the state's public high school system does not teach our kids what they need to know. We withdrew our kids from public school after 8th grade, citing our religious freedom. But, Wisconsin has a compulsory attendance law. This is what happened.
Enter the Supreme Court of the United States of America on December 7, 1972. The petitioner is the state of Wisconsin. The respondent is one Mr. Jonas Yoder and the Chief Justice is Justice Warren E. Burger. This is Wisconsin versus Yoder.
This project was done by Barri Seitz and Jackson Ozick for Mr. Lincoln's AP Government class. The situational summary here is with parents Jonas Yoder and Wallace Miller of the Old Order Amish and Adine Yutzi of the Conservative Amish Mennonite Church, who refused to send their children to Wisconsin State Public Schools after 8th grade. They believed their children's high school attendance contradicted their religious beliefs and practices and could not provide the education they wanted for their children. Because Wisconsin law requires children to attend school until age 16, the state prosecuted the trio.
The constitutional principle at issue here is whether or not Wisconsin's school attendance law violated the First Amendment and the parents' right to freedom of religion. Here's some important case-related terminology. Religion is defined as the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. Amish refers to a religious domination that believes God has a personal and abiding interest in their lives, families, and communities, with traditions that include wearing plain clothing, living in a simple manner, and helping a neighbor in need. Finally, attendance laws are state-regulated mandates that require students to attend school, either public, private, or formal homeschooling, until a certain age or credit. And here are some photos that detail what an Amish life might look like in the United States. And here is a map showing the different attendance laws in the 50 states of the United States, as well as a classroom at the time of the case. The First Amendment of the Constitution, as written, says that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
The outcome of this case was that the Supreme Court decided that the individual's rights to freedom of religion outweighed the state school's attendance mandates, asserting that the attendance laws violated their religion. The court further backed up their decision by claiming that the extra 1 to 2 years of schooling would not drastically affect the lives of Yoder's children.
7 of the 9 justices voted in favor of Yoder, making it the majority opinion. The remaining 2, Justices Lewis Powell and William Rehnquist, abstained from voting.
The majority opinion of the case was written by Chief Justice Warren E. Burger, which expressed that the state failed to make a sufficient showing that the interest in establishing and maintaining an educational system overrode the defendant's right to the free exercise of their religion. He also critiqued the secondary school structure for not meeting the Amish students' educational values in its curriculum.
Though he voted with the majority, Justice William O. Douglas wrote a partial dissent in which he expressed how he agreed with the court that the religious scruples of the Amish are opposed to the education of children beyond the grade schools, yet disagreed with the court's conclusion that the matter is within the dispensation of parents alone.
Wisconsin v. Yoder is significant in that the United States Supreme Court prioritized national free exercise of religion over a state's interest in an educated populace. While the case is initially concerned with the First Amendment's right to freedom of religion, this case also demonstrates the never-ending battle between state and federal powers. It is a prime example of the extension of the Supremacy Clause, as the court ruled that the constitutionally asserted liberty to worship freely outweighed the state's forcing of students to attend school.
And here is a graphic explaining what the court disproved in their decision. Mass v. Fillmore in 2021 followed a group of Amish Minnesotans as they challenged the state's requirement for them to install a septic tank system. Like in Wisconsin versus Yoder in 1972, the Amish found that a tenet of modern America violated their religion and American right to freedom of religion. And these are our sources used to assemble this video. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed.